Hey everybody, on the road with Big Al. I want to thank OTR48C. He watched one of my videos, subscribed, asked a question, and then his question was about factoring, and then he asked me to do a video about factoring. So here I'm going to do a video about factoring. If you're kind of new to, running your own truck, you might not, or if you're a company driver, you might not know what factoring is. I really didn't know what it was when I was a company driver. Basically, factoring is when you haul a load, it takes the brokers about 30 to 45 days to pay you. So a factoring company comes in, instead of waiting that 30 to 45 days, they pay you immediately, and then they charge you a small fee for paying you. I use a factoring company. I go through RTS Financial. The plan I'm on, when I signed up, they offered me two different plans. One of them was 3%, and the other one was a 2.75%, but you had to put down a $1,000 deposit in case a broker didn't pay a load. They would use that deposit for like a chargeback. I didn't sign any contract. I can get out anytime I want to if I want to start. If I get enough money built up and don't want to use a factoring company, and I just want to wait on getting paid for these loads that I haul. But like, if you're new to the trucking industry and owning your own truck, there's a lot of costs in running that. Fuel can run you easily $6,000 a month. Your truck payment, insurance payments, and everything. So you kind of have to have a flow of money. And you're starting up a trucking company, it's pretty much impossible to go 45 days. So you either have to have a line of credit through a bank, or go through a factoring company, or some of these companies, have they pay you. They have quick pay, and they'll take 4%. So if you want to do that, you can do that. But I figure going through a factoring company, they're paying me. They're taking 2.75% instead of, the 4 or 5% that some of those companies take. The reason I went with RTS Financial is when I was an owner-operator through Knight, I got a fuel card through RTS Financial, and I'll go into specifics about the fuel card in another video. But kind of dealing with RTS Financial, when I signed up for the fuel card, a guy called me, gave me his number, and basically if I had any problems, I could call him, and he, anytime I had any problems, he answered the phone, or I left a message and he got back to me rather quickly. So, I knew I was dealing with a company that if I had a problem, I could actually talk to a person instead of calling into a company and being put on hold for 20 minutes. And then, talking to multiple people who don't know what's going on. So that's kind of why I liked RTS Financial. And, I figured their factoring company would kind of be the same way, kind of like you're on a one-on-one basis with somebody. That's kind of the main reason I went with RTS Financial, is because I already had a relationship with them. And RTS Financial, they have their own app that has all their fuel stops and everything on it. And then also, like, if you're a customer through their factoring, you can download the invoices and everything through that app, which makes everything pretty handy. I haul a load, get that load delivered, and I usually pull over and do the paperwork and send it all through that app. If I get the paperwork in by noon, I'll be paid the very next day, the very next business day. Like, say Tuesday, I get a load hauled, I get the paperwork in by noon, I'll be paid on Wednesday. If you need the money quicker than that, they do have like a wire transfer. Like, say you get the paperwork in at 3 on Tuesday, you're not going to get paid till Thursday. But if, like, for some reason you got bills coming in, and you need to be paid Wednesday, they can, for a fee, they'll wire you the money. It's pretty simple. Like, send send the paperwork in, you send in the rate confirmation, pictures, you take pictures of the, you know, the paperwork, the bill of lading, the proof of delivery, kind of, if, you know, I work for night and you sent the paperwork in through an app, it's pretty simple like that. That's kind of a reason that I like dealing with dealing with the factoring company is, you know, I looked the other day how many brokers I'm signed up for, and I'm signed up for 17 different brokers, and how you bill them and everything can, you know, I'm just one person driving one truck trying to figure out all this on my own. You know, I'm going through the factoring company, you know, they take care of all this for me, which, you know, it's pretty, kind of sets my mind at ease, especially when I'm trying to figure out everything, how to do everything. You know, that's just one less thing that I have to worry about. You know, I'm paying a fee for it, but, you know, for now I don't mind. My goal is to build up. My goal is to build up some money and have some money in reserve, and then I can slowly get off using the factoring companies. There's a couple brokers that I already use that I've just went directly through instead of and waited to 30 to 45 days. You know, when I signed up for them, I knew I probably wouldn't be hauling a lot of loads for them, and you know, it's a $700 load. I can afford to wait on it, so I kind of went that way, and you know, hopefully over time I can build up, you know, more brokers and do a higher percentage and do it on my own. You know, you don't have to, with RTS Financial, you don't have to do all your loads through them. You can, but kind of once you've signed up with a broker, I kind of do all my loads through them. That way you don't have, you know, if you go through RTS Financial or go through your factoring company, you know, you could get in kind of some trouble if you try to, you know, bill them yourself, and then, you know, bill one load yourself, and then you're factoring other loads through the same broker. You could run into some problems because the company might double pay, or, you know, they could pay you and pay they could, what I'm trying to say is, you go through the factoring company, they could pay you instead of the factoring company, and the factoring company had already paid you. So, you know, you don't want that. You don't want that stuff happening. So I kind of choose what brokers, you know, right now it's only a couple brokers that I bill myself. But kind of other than that, that's kind of what I'm doing, kind of what factoring is. You know, if you have any questions, you know, ask them in the comments. I'll try to answer them. You know, thanks for watching. Subscribe, like the videos. I appreciate it. If you want me to make a video on a certain topic, put it in the comments, and I'll try to make a video on that topic. You know, thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. You know, we're getting to winter time. The road's getting slick. You know, stay safe out there and get those loads delivered on time and safe. Thanks for watching.